Hello everybody, I just got a new tarot deck, the Guardian of the Night Tarot. So my friend had suggested I do an unboxing video because this deck is just super cool. So I figured I'd start out with a guidebook. I really love this guidebook actually because it doesn't waste ink or paper on doing full color pictures. So I know that some people prefer that. I don't need it. So I like that it's not wasteful in that way. Preparing to use your deck is part of it. There's, introduction, preparing to use your deck. So this talks about how to clear it of energy, and so I kind of like that it gives you a background on that, especially if you're a beginner. This does go by the traditional Rider-Waite system as far as following the major arcana and the minor arcana suits, and it uses the king, queen, knight, and page words. So if you are a beginner, then this deck would be fine to use, especially if you need help looking up meanings and whatnot. I like how this has single card spreads, yes, no, or maybe. And then on the following pages, it gives you what yes means and what no means, or what cards would mean yes or no, I should say, and then what cards might mean maybe for this particular deck. So I really like that. What else is there? Anything else? And then questions from the major arcana. So this is kind of cool. So here's an example. The Chariot. Are you in control of the situation? So I like, even though when we pull tarot cards, we're kind of asking questions, I like that this gives you another perspective to look at it from. So you can ask a question, and maybe by asking another question, you kind of get the answer that you're looking for. So I thought that was cool. So I will start out here. This is the Fool card. I love how they use the animals. And I do want to say that in the guidebook, if you look on this second page here, like it'll say the animal name and what it represents. So it does kind of go into the animal, why they chose specific animals. So yeah, here's the Magician, super cute. High Priestess, Empress. I love how's the baby down there. I love the colors in this. I don't mind the border. I'd prefer it if it didn't have the border, but because of all the beautiful colors, I think it kind of is a nice little separation. The Hierophant, the Lovers, and this is like, that's a pretty unique interpretation of the Lovers card, but I really like it. The Chariot, I love how it has the chickens in there. Strength, a Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man. I love that they used a possum in this. I think that that's so cool for the Hanged Man. Death, Temperance, that one's not my favorite, but maybe there's a specific reason that they chose that. So actually, I think that I'm gonna go into the guidebook for this one and see. So like this could be what you do as you're going through your deck as well, trying to figure out what this means. So here we go. Temperance brings a gentle flow of energy to a situation, creating space for energies to come together and combine without friction. When in temperance, you can understand the many sides of a problem without feeling dragged down or overwhelmed. Temperance is a space of complete and total control over your emotions and actions. You may have an overflowing to-do list with new tasks added daily, with myriad personalities and egos bombarding you and challenging your sanity, coming at you from left and right. Situations are demanding your attention, and yet somehow you have managed to stay on top of it all and unfrazzled. You are taking it all in stride, not letting things slip by or go unfinished. So no wonder this card is kind of standing out to me. So sometimes even when cards are standing out to you and you're like, I just don't know if I like this card, maybe looking more into the meaning is actually like what it was triggering you to do at that time, because this is spot on for kind of what's going on in my life. It says you are checking off your to-do list and getting things done while staying as cool as a cucumber. When this energy is present, you will find yourself enjoying that golden space of harmony where work and leisure blend together in effortless perfection. It is all about moderation and striking a balance of feeling connected and in control of your emotions. If you have been dealing with a difficult or emotional situation, temperance may arrive as a warning to indicate that a move to the middle away from an extreme or rigid position will prove beneficial. You may need to consider if you are too emotionally invested. If there is a legal matter at hand, a negotiation where common ground is established will benefit both parties. Depending on the situation and the position where temperance sits, you may hold the power to assist a situation by taking on the mediator's role. Your unique perspective and insight will help bring two parties together to reach an amicable outcome. The frog embodies the energy of temperance as it balances its life in and out of water. So then here at the bottom, frog represents growth, balance, prosperity, transformation, and good fortune. Okay, so especially that balance and growth, I can see why they would choose that for the temperance card. All right, so on to the next one, the devil. I do like this, and I wish that more cards in the deck were like this, because it's kind of collagey, I guess, if that's a word. And this is pretty crisp and clear, especially for the outline around it. But then you have stuff like with the fur or in the background where it's more smoky, or like it's not crisp and clear, which is probably part of the aesthetic that they were going for. But I just wish that some of it was less flowy and blended and more crisp and clear. But I am truly enjoying this deck. I just really like it. I like how they have the poppies in the background. And that's really significant for me, because I used to call my grandfather Poppy. So anytime I see poppies, I'm like, that's my grandfather. The moon. It's unique. And like down here, there's a fish coming out of this trash can. I wish that they had either moved it up a little bit. Like, I just feel like they could have done some of these cards a little bit different, but I'm not gonna, that's me nitpicking, and that's my own personal preference. So I don't wanna. I love the snake. I love how it has the dead skin around there. It shed its old skin. Feels rebirthed. It let certain judgments go of its past self. The world, I love how it's the bee, and the back of these cards have bees on them. Those colors are awesome. Between the moon and the bees and the bright color of the flowers, I think that it's just gorgeous. All right, now we're into the wands. Ace of Wands. And I love how it has the lightning bugs. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. I love how it has, again, those twinkles in the background. I think that's awesome. I wish that the third wand was more pronounced and involved in the picture. It's in there, but barely. Four of Wands. I think that this card is super fun. Five of Wands. I like this card because it takes a lot of consistency and hard work and dedication. I think it's in the Light Seers tarot deck. The Five of Wands is like somebody's climbing up the wands to try to reach a goal, almost like a competition in a way, but like practice makes perfect. Practicing to build up your strength to fight through the battles, and you know, this beaver definitely has to fight the raging waters to get the dam built. Six of Wands. I love this one. I think it's super cute. And the tails are what's representing the wands here. So I think that that's unique. Seven of Wands. I like how this is kind of like protecting in a way. Protecting that. Maybe it took the wand away from them. I don't know. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. I really had to take a good look at this when I first saw this one to try to figure out like why they did that. So I'm, you know, in the traditional Ten of Wands, usually there's somebody holding a bunch of, you know, all 10 wands on their back trying to push forward, and I think that it's just trying to get to that ocean or other body of water past the stream or whatever it is. Page of Wands. I like this. It's like a messenger. See a page, sometimes I think of messenger energy. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. She's fierce for sure. King of Wands. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. I love the elephants in that. Three of Cups. So on Hay House on Facebook, they had like a where it was going through the pictures of all the cards, and it was like, take a screenshot and that's your card for the day. This was my card that I had landed on, and I'm like, oh, I think it's so freaking cute. I can't take it. Between all the like the twinkling lights, the raccoons. Love it. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. I love that imagery here. And I love how some of these glasses are shattered. Six of Cups. Again, with the elephants, I like that. Seven of Cups. And I like how it's kind of like constellations. The cups are almost like constellations in the sky. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Ten of Cups. I love how it's all of the animals together there, creating this little family, this little community, for sure. Page of Cups. And there's like, I just noticed that there's a little frog on that cup. Cool. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. I don't know. I almost feel like there could have been like a little bit more done with symbology in here, but I'm not mad at it. Ace of Swords. I like how there's the bats in there and the grasshopper. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. That's interesting. Let me pull up the Three of Swords because I'm not seeing an animal in here, which is not saying it has to have one, but maybe I'm just missing it. Three of Swords. Elephants. Oh, must be the tusks. Yeah. Maybe that's what they are. Because, like, I don't know. That could be trying to represent an elephant over there, but it's just not crisp and clear enough for the background of them anyway, that I can't get a good read on what exactly it's supposed to be. Four of Swords. I think that's super cute. The fourth sword is down there. It is showing. Little resting and tucked away. Five of Swords. I like how it has the nature element and kind of like the human element. Six of Swords. It's got these swords over here, but he's only taking one of them with him on its journey. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. This next one is going to be a little bit difficult. 10 of Swords. It is sad because you think that when you first see this, of course, I think it's like a dead baby bird, but maybe, you know, maybe it's just fallen and it wants to give up, but the mama bird is like, I'm coming for you. Hold on one sec. That's what I tell myself anyway. Or maybe the lightning bugs are gathering around to like take the swords out so that it can heal and grow. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. This is the image that they used for the front cover minus the sword. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The owl looks fierce, determined. Two of Pentacles. You know, I don't know. Don't know. I almost wish that they had done the generic sticking with the water animals with the water with the cups cards. So like my organized heart once is like, why didn't you just do that? But I understand why they mixed it up because of the different symbology. Like the wolves in there. Like the little baby bunnies, the Four of Pentacles. I love that. 5 of Pentacles. Kind of looks like cocoons or something. Yeah, because there's like a little caterpillar down there. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. The bees are busy and thriving and creating this beautiful home life for that they're going to be taking back to their hive, getting all the abundance from the flowers. Page of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards. I almost wish that it was the Page of Cups or something, but like I'm not even mad at it. I just love the imagery of this. I think it's so fun. Page of Pentacles. All right, Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I love her. Love that. And the King of Pentacles. All right, so that's the deck. As far as the cards, they are, they're more like oracle card size, I would say. Definitely bigger than like the standard tarot deck. So I shuffle them sideways. You can go at it a different way. But with the size of my hands, I always thought that I had like really long fingers until I started shuffling tarot and oracle decks, and I'm like, no ma'am, you do not. So for me, these are a little bit difficult to shuffle. Other people probably wouldn't have as hard of a time. I feel like once I break this deck in a little bit more, the flow of the shuffle will be easier and will get better. Like, see, that wasn't that bad. All right, so I just want to pull one message for the collective. Let's see. Right. King of Swords. All right, so let's see. Gotta find it here. The owl is representing wisdom, protection, authority, awareness, and guidance. The King of Swords possesses everything one would expect from a leader. He is analytical and just, giving all parties space to make their case. When speaking, the king is articulate and consciously communicates to a broad audience, ensuring his message is understood. He is passionate about maintaining fairness and equality, leaving his personal opinions out of the decision-making process. When the King of Swords appears in a reading, you may find your situation will benefit from taking the king's actions by making time to research all the facts before a final decision is made. If you are working within a team, allow others space to make their case before casting down a ruling or making your opinions known. You are letting your emotions impact your decisions. Are you letting your emotions impact your decision? Or are you staying impartial? Do you encourage others to rise up to a higher standard by demonstrating your own high integrity level? Like the Queen of Swords, the Owl King also provides you with a powerful animal guide. Call upon the owl when you need to clear the air and when you need to be impartial. The owl is here to protect you from caving into your emotions or those of others that may lead to favoring a side out of fear of retribution and not facts. So coming from more of that intellectual space rather than being too overwhelmed.